So I'm glad you're all here today. I'm glad people came back after the sorrowful Sunday we had last week. People have been asking me what kind of response have I gotten from folks. It's been so beautiful. By far and away, the response is really sad to see you go, but really happy for you. And you know what? That really is just so indicative of the generosity of heart and spirit that everyone shares here at Unity Renaissance. It's been just a beautiful thing to experience, and I'm very grateful. I'm grateful that you understand why I'm doing this, that you know it's not out of any loss of love for any of you or this community, but it's a calling. It's been very clear from God for a while now that it's time to shift my priorities a little bit. I'm also pretty clear on what I want these last 10 weeks or so to be like. It's super important to me that I give you the very best of me for these remaining months, that I talk about the things on Sunday that I'm most passionate about, that it's so funny, you're always trying to think of things to talk about on Sunday, and now I'm down to, okay, what's really important? What do I really want to stick here? And so trying to figure out what those topics are. So I will try to sort of hammer home the things I care the most about, but what is super important to me is having meaningful time with you. It's having personal time with you, personal connection with you, whether that's one-on-one or in small groups or both. I did talk last Sunday about offering small groups or hosting small groups. I'm excited about that. We're not going to do that till November because we're very preoccupied in October with getting this Future of Christianity conference together. It's huge. I hope every single one of you participates, ideally right here in the sanctuary, because we want to have a good turnout for our in-person panel, etc. But it's all about relationships. It's all about love. You know this. And so I want to make sure that we have a sense of connection and even a sense of closure before I depart, which will be absolutely the hardest part for me. I'm not good at goodbyes. So wow, guess what the universe gave me? A mega opportunity to learn how to be better about goodbyes. But we will be doing the small groups. That information will be coming out in a few weeks. Some will be online, some will be in person. We'll do as many of them as you want because that's the priority. I'm also planning to do a workshop one evening in November, which I can repeat at a later date if that's desired, on finding yourself in transition. It's a fabulous book. I've taught about it before, way long time ago, but it talks about the phases of a transition, the ending, the void, and the new beginning. And each and every one of us, whether related to this community or in our lives at any given time, we're in some kind of transition. So I think that's going to be, I know it's going to be helpful to me. I hope it's helpful to you too. The other thing I want to say is I feel so loved. You are amazing. Please don't worry about me. I think there's a little worry about me. You know, I can get a little emotional, and I'm not good at goodbyes. But I am so clear in this decision, and I am so excited about my future. I'm making plans for travel and being there when my grandson is born. And I have a very rich spiritual life. My inner life is very fulfilling. And I am going to terribly miss coming here on Sundays. That is going to be very hard. I don't know how I'm going to break the habit of checking my email constantly and my text messages. But I will do it. And it's definitely my hope and prayer that I'll be able to come back at some point. So I understand the policy. I will abide by the policy that is in the best interest of this community. And when I tell myself I'm doing this out of love for Unity Renaissance, I can do that. I can absolutely do that. At the same time, I have to tell you, I just know you're going to attract such a great new minister. I feel like this is just going to be a breakthrough point for this church. It's almost like I can see it in my mind's eye. I mean, I feel great about what we've done. I'm not dissing myself or anything we've done. I feel wonderful about that. But it's like the universe is just waiting to help this church go to the next level. And you're going to attract somebody amazing. I mean, that's an incredible financial report today, wasn't it? At a time when churches are really hurting. And here we are, better than budget, coming through the summer, better than budget. And the real key to all of it is going to be all of you, just like I talked about last Sunday. Please stay engaged. Please get involved. Give your talents. Give your gifts. We need help on the PowerPoint team. We got more greeters. We got lots of opportunities here, because that's when you really deeply connect. You all know this. and that's when you get the richest rewards. So please, please stay involved, and please continue to support the church financially. All the wonderful things that have happened here in terms of the building and live streaming and all the cool things, it's been because of you, because of your support. So please keep that going. I know you're going to have other questions, so that's really it for me. The only other thing I guess I would say is please hold the board in your prayers. They are stepping up big time. They're an incredible, incredible group of leaders. They're going to steer the course through this. And I would also ask that you please hold the staff in your prayers, because we're kind of hurting about being broken up. Love you guys. What?
Just so she's a woman.
I don't quite know. Oh, the new minister? Oh, well, yeah, we're not going there. There's all sorts of options. We will attract the right and perfect person, no question about that. But it's also a tender time. I just want to recognize that. So this is a time, as if things weren't difficult enough in our world right now, is a tender time when we go through change. Please be as kind and loving to each other. Cut people loose slack. Be a little extra patient, right? Extend yourself just a little bit more so we can all come through it together. Okay, thanks.
Just to add a little clarity.